Corona than I should have. But
What was your favorite meal while you were training? What'd you eat?
I think I ate everything.
Really?
Everything. That's why I gained so much weight, you know. But
You think if the trilogy happens, you think you'll eat better and you'll train
of course,
harder?
you know, from this fight that I had, even out of shape, even the way that I was training back and forth, I did pretty good, dude. I did pretty good.
Yeah.
But I wish I would have took it more serious, you know. But for sure, on the third fight, I'm gonna give it all I got.
Andy Margin Boo Ruiz has had some more words to say. This big bubbly dude. He says, I ate everything and had a few more Coronas than I should have. TMZ Sports reports the following. Ruiz said, I think I ate everything.
Oh, I think I ate everything. Oh, that's why I gained so much weight. I was having too much fun. I was celebrating too much. Oh, just be with my friends and just celebrating. Drinking a few more Coronas than I should have. Even out of shape, though. Even when I was out of shape. Even the way that I was training back and forth between Mexico and California. I did a pretty good job, dude. I think I did pretty good. I did pretty good. But I wish I'd taken it more serious.
So we heard there the clip from TMZ, Andy Ruiz talking about, I think I ate everything. This man's an embarrassment, yeah? If I was him, bearing in mind he had all of his Goonie fans turning up to my channel in particular, and obviously other people's channels, but my channel in particular talking about,
Oh, Anthony Joshua is chinless. Oh, I'm just gonna
Andy Ruiz, and it's so interesting, you know, because, no word of a lie, at the time I even talked about it, when this whole build-up was going on, especially the month before the fight, no word of a lie, my channel, let's say I got 100 comments on a particular post, yeah, 50 of them was talking about AJ's getting murked. People were saying, oh, I'm an AJ fan, but he's getting murked. All of a sudden, no joke, on the 8th, sorry, the comment section was full. Oh yeah, YB, we knew it, didn't we? I thought, we knew it, didn't we? We knew it. You man was the one in there, and I actually had to call someone out. One Don, there was this half Mexican Don, who was saying, oh yeah, Ruiz and AJ's getting done. Next thing you know, he pulls up in the comment section talking about, oh yeah, I told you, yeah, AJ's my British boy, my British lad. I thought, what? I told him straight, what you on about? You was one of the main ones talking about how AJ's getting it. People have got no shame. They've got no shame when it comes to glory hunting. Anyway, back to this. My point is, Andy Ruiz has got no shame. Yeah? If I was him, I would have crawled under a rock and been silent. But this is what you see with these bubbly people. Bubbly people, they never want to take no responsibility. They never want to, feel the shame. They've always got an excuse as an example. A typical one for bubbly people. Oh, I'm big boned. Oh, my genetics. Oh, my, what's that? My glands. Is it gland? Or what's that thing they call it? Oh, I've got this, I've got that. Is it a gland they say? Oh, my glands are playing up. Oh, I've got thrombosis. Oh, they make up all these excuses. Oh, I'm big boned. Oh, genetics. Oh, this. Oh, that. No, you're just eating too damn much. That's the bottom line. There ain't no genetics. There ain't no nothing. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Go to Africa or go to other places where they're eating a bowl of rice every day. Tell me if their genetics are pulling through and making them big and bubbly. Absolutely not. There's no amount of genes that can make you big if you're eating a bowl of rice every day. That there proves it's not no genetic symptoms. It's because you're eating too damn much. Andy Ruiz,
oh, I had a few too many Coronas.
You still did pretty good. Your whole team, everyone was gassing you up about how you're going to do this, how you're going to do that. And even to be fair, I've got to be honest, on the pads, you did look dangerous. What happened to all that? All your pad work, and that just goes to show, to be fair. People always say that pad work is one thing, doing it in the ring's another. Anyone can sit there and ding off fast combinations when you ain't got nothing coming back. But one thing we do know, when the African matador was in the ring, you didn't know nothing about it. Where was all the combinations at? Where was
my speed, my movement, my combination?
Where was all that business at? There weren't no speed. There weren't no speed, that's for sure. There weren't no combinations. And there weren't no nothing. You was useless in there. And you got schooled. What you need to do is, don't worry about, you got all these excuses. Oh, Coronas, eat too much. Come out and put your hands in the air and say, I got schooled with a capital K. SKOOL, schooled. You got your cunt filled right in for you. Yeah, AJ came in and pushed your cunt right in for you. That's what he did do. I'm sick of all of this. When AJ lost, yeah, he rocked up, and even to be honest, I would have personally advised him differently. I would have told him to come out and be honest. But you know what? He was even more humble than whatever. He didn't even want to, even though there was blatant proper excuses, not Andy Ruiz's excuses. Yeah, the things that were wrong with AJ weren't within his control. AJ wasn't out partying or eating too much or doing whatever he was doing. He had actual physiological issues, but still, even having real fundamental excuses, he still refused to do that. He came out and said, nah, Andy Ruiz was the better man tonight. And then he comes back 6 months later and schools you, and you sit there and talk about, I think I ate everything. What do you mean you think you ate everything? You was there. You know you ate everything, you big bubbly, yeah? I'm tired of these big bubbly people. They're always blaming someone else. It's like I was speaking to my mum the other day. We get annoyed because, you know, when you go into Tesco's these days, or any shop, all the drinks you want to buy, they're all sugar-free now, because governments make cutting down, because big bubbly people can't help themselves. Listen, if you can't help yourself, that's your problem. We want to have some sugary drinks every now and then, if you don't mind. If you can't help yourself, that's your issue. Don't spoil it for the rest of us, because now Ribena don't taste right, because they've taken all the sugar out of it. Oh, well, we've got to help the big bubbly people. No, let them help themselves. Stop eating all the food up. Yeah, that's what you need to do. About we're going to spoil it for everyone else and make everything sugar-free. Sick of it, I am. Anyway, listen, this Ruiz cat, and that's another thing I want to bring up as well. Whilst I hold, obviously, Andy Ruiz responsible, I do blame other people. I blame Mike Tyson, I blame Joe Rogan, and all these other goofy... I'm sorry, they are goofy. That's what it comes down to. There's a lot of goofy people who don't really... Yes, Mike Tyson's been successful, but it doesn't actually mean he understands physiology. Yeah, and the reason I say that is this. I blame Andy Ruiz, but I also blame the other people because Mike Tyson, Joe Rogan was saying, oh yeah man, Joe Rogan especially, oh yeah man, Andy Ruiz, he's the big bubbly champ, he shouldn't change anything. I was out here saying, listen, Andy Ruiz will be his best form if he comes in. Bearing in mind, Andy Ruiz's average for his career is 250, I was saying he should be coming in 240 to be honest. When you consider the fact that AJ, who's 4 inches taller, actually is a mesomorph, his thick muscle. If he can come in 237, what's a man 4 inches smaller and not muscularly developed doing at above 240? It don't make no sense. So I said, Andy Ruiz spent his whole career at 250. Even his dad said this after the fight. He spent his whole career at 250. What's he doing at 268 on the first fight? Never mind 283. He should be down at 240 if you want to come in better. Yeah? If your average is 250, better is 240. That's what he should have done. People, not only just Joe Rogan and Mike Tyson, you had other people saying, in the comment section, oh, YB, you don't understand. You don't know physiology. Ha ha ha. Yeah, you don't understand. And the funny thing is, I even did a video the day before after the weigh-ins. And I said, he's finished. And people were coming in my comment section saying, oh, nah, YB, you don't understand. He's going to be powerful. He's going to be big. He's going to be strong. Oh, YB, you've got this one wrong. Oh, this guy's serious now. Yeah, he's coming in for power. He's coming in to knock AJ out. That's what everyone was getting gassed about. People were getting way too gassed. Mike Tyson got him gassed. Joe Rogan got him gassed. Oh, nah, you shouldn't lose weight. Yeah, if it worked before. People don't understand. Being your optimum, just because you can win at X doesn't mean that's your optimum. Yeah, Andy Ruiz could have come in, and we're going to see in the future if he's going to change it. I don't think he will though. From what I'm hearing, the fact he comes in that slobbish state, and afterwards he says, "Oh well, I still did well." Well, that's the issue there. You're not really thinking about what's happened here, and that just tells you his mindset. If he can go in there in that slobbish state and conclude that, oh, I did pretty well anyway, what's going to stop him doing it again? In order for Andy Margin Boo Ruiz to change, he would have had to have been disgusted with his performance. Instead, in typical big bubbly nature, he's got an excuse for, oh, well, I ate too much, and I still did well anyway. Yeah, we'll see how that gets on. And all I hope now, I'm already hearing some whispers of it, all I hope now is that Andy Ruiz don't go on a big binge and then Wilder drag him out of semi-retirement at £400 throw him in the ring and knock him out, and then everyone will say, "Oh, YB, oh, Andy Ruiz got knocked out. You need to come on here and give Wilder respect." Let me say it right now. If Wilder fights Andy Ruiz and he's over 283, you ain't getting no respect, because what does that prove? Big bubbly dude. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if Al Heyman's told him, "Oh, Andy, go and sit down. Enjoy your time off. I'll ring you in 1 year when you're nice and bubbly, when you're 400 pounds. And they'll drag him in there. Wilder's got no shame. Wilder's got no shame. He will drag him in the ring at 400 pounds and then celebrate afterwards, after AJ's already boxed his head off. And what's that man's name as well? What's that? There's a guy that's never been world champion. What's his name? It's really annoying. But this is another guy. People get telling me, YB, you don't understand boxing. Andy Ruiz being bubbly and big, that's positive. Look at, there's a guy, I forgot his name now. White guy. It was a big bubbly white guy who everyone used to, well, no, he's not even really known, to be honest, but, I forgot his name now. That's really irritating. Pew something? Not PewDiePie, but I forgot his name now. But either way, there's this, it's like weird, there's this white guy, big round white guy, who was in boxing, almost had a bit of a cult following, and he knocked a few people out. When I say a few people, I mean proper bums. He got beat up by Larry Holmes, I think, or Evander Holyfield. Proper beat up. But either way, he came in the ring and everyone was using him as a reference. "Oh, no, YB, this guy did it." Did what? He didn't win no world titles. I think he won a EBU title or something random like that. Yeah? Let me let it to rest now. Carrying 60 pounds of dead weight is not good for no one. Not Andy Ruiz, not anyone. And I'm glad this fight's happened the way it has, because you got the proof now. People are trying to tell me that, nah, it's different people. No, having a bit of course, physiology and genetics, people are different. Like, okay, you can have a 10 or 15 pound swing. Like people like AJ and Wilder, they have very low body fat. Of course, there is a spectrum to it. Other people like Fury carry naturally more. However, the range is only probably 15 pounds. You're not talking about, there's no amount of genetics codes you at 50, 60 pounds of pure fat. That's just gluttony. Yeah? That's what that is. And Andy Ruiz has proved it. Big bubbly glutton. And you man have endorsed it. And unfortunately the sport lost that night. Because I said myself, even as an AJ fan, ideally, or as an AJ fan, I should want Ruiz to be as big as possible, but in reality, as a boxing fan, I wanted Ruiz to come in at 240, i.e. his best shape ever, because then it would have provided a better fight. But unfortunately, your man, who he only just got to his level, or only just really showed it, broke out, and he fell apart, completely lost himself. It's embarrassing, and all you lot, it's a shame really. Well, it's not really a shame, I don't really care, but all you man have jumped off the bandwagon too nicely now. You man are nowhere to be found. Very interesting. Where all you man gone? I want to know that, seriously. I'm actually baffled. And if I could be bothered, I'd actually go back and look through the comments. I know there's a bag of man hiding out who is on the other side. I don't know where everyone's disappeared to. My comment section was half full of certain dons talking about Andy Ruiz this, Andy Ruiz that, chinless weightlifter this, all this kind of business. Where have you man gone? Seriously. Like I said before, when AJ lost, I came straight back on here and carried on going. You didn't see me flip-flopping. You know what? You know what I mean? You didn't see me doing that. I stay consistent. You man know, you ride Ruiz for 6 months, catching all the banter, talking about 30 people, every video, 30 people would say, "Oh, YB, I can't wait to come back on here. I can't wait to come back on hither. To laugh at you after Anthony Joshua was sparked out again. He's a weightlifter. Where is all you man at? Seriously, I want to know this. I reckon what's happened though, typical. What happens is Andy Ruiz gets murked, and then what they do, these shapeshifters, they just turn into Wilder fans. "Oh man, bomb squad, bomb squad, cock-a-doodle-doo." Anyway, that's the Andy Ruiz. I hope he does come back and prove himself, but from where I'm sitting, all I've heard is a whole bunch of excuses and justification. "Oh, well, I did well anyway. Oh, well, this..." You know what I mean? Not good enough, man, at this level. It's embarrassing. Although I would like to see him come back and give it a proper go. But like I said, I don't want to see him come back and be wild as cannon fodder at 400 pounds. Anyway, big love to my dog, Don Carlo Carluccio, my main patron, Don Izzle, for coming through and sponsoring, man. Anyone else who wants to receive daily exclusive content, live stream with the YB, interact with the YB, patreon.com/the YB, link in the description, subscribe, and your boy will catch you there. Respect.